Hi, I'm Neil Hobbs. I'm a chartered accountant, and together with my partner Greg Sinclair, we founded Anuva Investments, one of the first Section 12J companies to be established. So the state gave us the opportunity as retail investors, as they call us, and taxpayers to invest into Section 12J companies, and we'd get a full tax deduction for doing that. So it's an amazing opportunity to, rather than spend money on tax, spend that money investing into companies in this country. Now, the type of companies we can invest in are pretty specific. So service organizations, production companies, farming, that kind of thing. So we're incentivized as taxpayers to invest in those smaller businesses. Typically, they don't only need a bit of working capital, but they also need some human capital. So that's what Anuva does. We take the money that investors give us, and we also take our intellectual capital. We've got some amazing investors on board, and we put our minds and our money into these small, young businesses with a lot of promise, and we do our best to make them as viable and sustainable as they can be. If you had the option of either paying tax or making an investment that's going to give you your tax back and still give you a return, which would you choose? Obviously, you'd rather not pay the tax and have an investment instead, an investment that's actually subsidized by SARS. If you have a R1 million tax bill and you're at the maximum tax rate and you put R1 million into Anuva or any other Section 12J fund, you're going to save yourself 450,000 rands worth of tax. In other words, you're going to have an investment that costs R1 million, but in fact, you're going to get 450,000 rand back. So your R1 million investment that you still have has actually only cost you 550,000 rand. Making an investment is easy. Making sure you get a return is more complex. If you're looking for maximum capital gain, we're looking for companies that we think have great potential. We're going to put resources, financial resources, human resources into those companies and develop them to their maximum potential over a 3 to 5 year period. By that time, they're producing very strong positive cash flows, or they're in a position where they're desirable from a listed company or big private equity fund to take them over. What I love about Anuva is it's developed as a company like no other company that I've seen. We have great people who've invested in Anuva. They're enthusiastic about their investments. They give their time unstintingly. We have great companies we've invested in. We've been able to engender a kind of mentorship arrangement with those teams of managers.
Neil and his team have created a platform for us from where we can be more strategic with our thinking, our planning, to step up to the next level and to grow the business to where it should be.
For Marsket to survive during the pandemic, it pretty much came down to the tech-savvy partners at Anuva Investments as well.
I never thought that they will add so much value when it comes to the guidance.
It's amazing that throughout COVID, we haven't had to retrench one employee. So, we've got 700 odd employees. They've stayed fully employed throughout COVID. It's been fantastic. The compounded returns that we've seen in Anuva have been really impressive. We've had quite a strong dividend policy, and those dividends reinvested and taken home have really given a good return to date, and we're looking at better returns going ahead. And today we're sitting at just over 1.1 billion rand that we've got in the fund. It's amazing. They've decided not to renew the current Section 12J regimen, which terminates at the end of June this year, 2021. So really, this is the last chance to actually take a bite of the cherry. What we haven't wanted to do at Anuva is to exclude younger people or people on fixed salaries from participating in this. So let us say that you want to put your R1 million in and save your 450,000 rands tax, but you don't have the R1 million. We will lend you the R1 million, and you will then process your tax certificate, get a refund of 450,000 rand from the tax man, and then pay the balance of the 550 off over the period of 5 years. Why would I invest in 12J? Well, where else are you going to make an investment that you get an immediate 45% return? A second reason is because it's just so good. You get this subsidy for investing into our fellow countrymen. It doesn't get better than that.